All right, welcome everyone. Resemblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Chihayafuru, Season 2, Episode 18. The fight with Fujisaki is underway, and even Shinobu is getting invested despite her best efforts.
Yep, she's leaned in. She's locked in.
Yeah.
So is Chihaya.
All right.
Yeah. Rion is a little bit out of sorts here because she can tell that she injured Chihaya.
Yep.
She has trying to keep it under wraps here, but this is looking really bad for
Yeah.
Mizusawa.
Even if you do okay, Chihaya, which you might, this is a nice way to have it be anybody's game here. The rest of your team,
No, you need
I don't
three
know.
matches to win.
yeah.
I don't
And
think any of your team is doing well these matches.
I think two of your teammates in particular are like doomed to fail, so you really need to just close out all three other matches in order to win this.
Right, this is the senpai coming in strong. Otherwise, there is no hope. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. It's cool. Yeah, she definitely had that adrenaline hit and thought it was fine.
Yep. But then,
In some ways, she's too simple to lie about it. In the
Right,
immediate
exactly.
bit, you know?
just lock in.
Yep, everyone stands. I'm still standing.
All right, men. We all know what must be done.
Ah,
湧いてくる水落ちの下のこの熱が
They just had Chipotle.
5人分の諦めないだ
千早ちゃん6枚さ肉まんくん3枚さ
Only down 3.
Okay.
つくばくんとつくえくん
Only 7, huh?
Nah, 7 is rough.
I mean, yeah, but
伝わってくるみんなの諦めない気持ちが
気合じゃどうにもならないことがあるってこと
強いでも新たよりはきっと弱いなんでそう思うんだろう絶対新たの方が強い新たお前のことを忘れて喜んだり思い出して励む
Wow.
Yeah.
What a complicated mix of feelings.
忘れることが下手なんだ
that's
Yeah,
them teenage
I don't
years.
forget.
先生の F カップビニュー桜沢先生の F カップビニューまたかよ
He's like, see, man, you need to just think about boobs. And you won't have to take any breaks.
強くなったねマスゲ君、今日からハンデは5枚だ
練習日の1回戦今日の4試合分の暗記もこの試合の細かい札の動きも消えろハンデも
人目も草も
ハンデは
怖い
Oh,
Wait.
let's go.
さあ始めようか
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's good. It's a way to basically clear your memory banks of all the things that are reminding you that you're losing.
Yeah.
超えたい自分でしてしまった好きなら確実に攻める必ず取る星座シリーズいいな
Oh,
あれが出たら乙女座であれが出たら天秤座
You are thoroughly outweirded.
つくばが絶対強くなるべき札があるつくばねのと月見れば
月とつくは私も得意だよ
俺も
ah.
私も負けませんよ応援の千里の澄み切った月の光を増す
Yeah, the similar sounding bit, but the tiny vowel difference.
月を見てセンチメンタルとかそんなのよくわかんないけど
But the reader might.
And it sounds like my name, so I'm
Ah.
not gonna let it be taken.
ずっと練習していた得意札が畳の上にあるだけで勇気が湧くんだ
Good stuff.
Oh.
千早ちゃん
Chaya took a card.
3枚様で
Okay. Flow like water.
本当にしてないのこんな感じのいい選手と当たれる機会全力出そうよ私は出すよ
Getting
Two.
demolished.
絶対勝てるって大口叩いたくせに
Yeah, she was brought in for this. Like, the rest of Fujisaki must be even more pissed. It's like, the person you bring in doesn't even do well.
That's how you win. You rattle this one.
力任せにバンバン払う奴らが大半の中で
Yeah. In some ways, because she's so fast, she doesn't need to move as fast. Like,
Sure.
勝てるよこんな好条件で勝たないとまたいじめられるぞ僕にいじめられるぞありがとうございました
match is
Yeah,
over.
you were
ありがと
outclassed.
うござい
It's-
ました藤崎一生
Whoa. The direct call out.
Yep.
あの風はやばいと思った時じゃなかった本気を出すぞって意味だった読み切れなかった全部が足りなかった
You were kind of doomed to lose your match.
幸せねリオン私が特殊として出ることで不公平に生じ
Right.
るかもと
Right. Why isn't it? Why were you worried about?
の子がいるそんなのあの人くらいかと思う
Ah,
Okay.
yes.
山城京子さんあなたの読み録音
千早ちゃん、4
Whoa.
文字目まで同じ歌の意味は全然違うんです。簡単に言えば明と暗、世の中よ道こそなけれ思い入る、山の奥にもしかぞなくなる。道がないと思うか、世の中は常にもばもな渚こぐ胸の綱で悲しも永遠であれと願うか。世の
Oh.
Debatable.
世の中世がまだあるのに
Wow.
こんな取り方
セイム惜しかった相手
So
陣
fight
だ
for
から
it.
山ちゃんの鳥
Except she hasn't come to get it.
気にするなでも痛い
Yeah. Yeah, she just saw Shinobu.
She's watching your match, Chihaya.
Lots
This
of
is
people
for
are
all the
watching
marbles.
this match.
なんで忍ちゃんは新たが連れてきてくれたと思うんだろ
Wow.
Nice.
団体戦には興味ない
Yeah.
個人戦で勝つことしか考えてないう
戦えないかもしれない新たとも忍ちゃんとも
At this rate, no.
でも
Nice.
Good job. Fight on, soldiers. You can do this, Nishida.
同じ気持ちが伝わってくる
We do. We are aligned.
団体戦で勝つことしか考えない
So did Chihaya end up getting that card because Rayon didn't contest it? Or...
I don't know.
うちの範囲は人数不足や経験者は多いはずやって
ほやのトイレ行ってもいいかうちの高校経験者って何人いるんやろ
They're right there.
畳から札が減るごとに空気が薄くなる終盤誰や誰や次に勝ったと息をするのは
3位決定戦も全組3枚差以内
Whoa.
God.
Whoa.
緩まない
We've skipped ahead a
優
lot.
勝を目指して頑張ってきた両校なのに気持ちが折れないのか気持ちを保つために大事なのは
Is their terrifying senpai.
実は周りの目だ
Right.
気持ち悪い帰ればよかった
またギリギリ私の勝ち。しのぶちゃん、私らライバルやね。
次は流星君と取ってみなさい同世代の仲間はおらん方がええ手加減を覚えてしまう
Yeah.
Gotcha.
一人になるほど強くなる子や
Damn.
That makes a lot of sense.
Damn. Damn. How much fun it would have been to be on a team.
でも
どっちの鳥やこんなに近くで見てるのに
Oh.
審判につきます
Oh.
Oh, okay, so that
Wow.
can
It's our
happen.
first time ever seeing this.
審判がつくタイミングじゃないけど集中させてあげたいここまで感じがいい者同士が当たることはそうそうない
Well, the reason is just to let them have a point to breathe. Just
Okay.
あなた前出すぎ
いや全然楽勝じゃねえじゃんか先生の判断ミスだ
She's thinking that, I think.
Yeah.
山城7段の繊細な読みを聞き分けられるリオンが有利。
Oh, it's just the way the cards are being drawn, yeah.
その有利な前半で試合を決めるべきだった。
But now, it's more even.
もう一時決まりだらけよ。
That wasn't even remotely close.
藤崎の一番席で負けたら許さないよ。
負けたくない。負けたくない。
Oh.
チームを持たん俺らは自分が強くなることしか考えてへん。カルタを好きなのは間違いないけど。
But that doesn't mean the others isn't.
俺らの好きなカルタの世界を豊かにしてるのは人を増やして。
Oh, through teams like this, yeah.
励まして支えてる。
Well, teams are where new players can come in.
Right.
誰もうちには本気にならん。誰も。お待ちください。
Do you see
It
it
does look
though?
like they're having fun, doesn't it?
Whoa.
The way her heartbeat isn't even looking like a heart, it's just like a black hole.
It's gonna come down to these next few cards. Oh.
Oh, shit!
Oh.
That's
God.
brutal!
あのミスのさヒトリもたくさんあったのに
I mean,
生きてやっぱりない
the gap hasn't gotten any bigger, which, good, but, yeah. No way you'll catch up in time.
なんでこいつが首相なのかわかる気がす
He's
る。
steady.
覚えすぎない。怖くて俺がなかなかできないこと。そこから判断して取りに行ってるのに取り負ける。
Oh.
虹でも囲う。お手つきも全然ない。
Oh my gosh.
2枚しかない敵陣より7枚ある知人守っ
I
た
mean,
方がいいのか。
probably, but odds are it'll be called on your side.
出てこなくていいです。原田先生。苦しい時の右下段。
Okay.
ただ右下段を攻めたんじゃない囲いながら攻めたカードし返した
Wow. He was that
Wow.
quick.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because of course. You fought valiantly,
Damn. You made it down to being only behind by like, what, 3 or 4?
but I don't know. Looks like it could have been like 6 or 8.
やるなお前。見せちまったぜ俺の。ギアセカンド。
God
What?
damn it.
What? Bro dropped a One Piece reference.
Yeah.
先に勝よしよしもう一勝あと一勝で優勝だ。水沢0勝2。
Yeah.
Wait.
奇襲なんて聞かねえよ。いつも通りやるだけだ。水沢は一勝でもできれば御の字。3勝。3勝するぞみんな。
Okay.
Come on. Oh my gosh.
All right.
This is tight.
Time to lock in.
They've been locked in. It's just
Yeah, it's not enough.
not enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Down to the wire.
Down to the wire. 0-2.
Yep.
And yep, it's all 3 the senpai left. Tsukuba, well done. Your match was one that got basically no focus.
Yeah.
And yet you still came down to the wire with it.
You tried your best, you know? And one of the things that I gotta say, I just realized it's kind of fun about Karata and these team matches. The players that are the worst matchups will naturally lose sooner
Yes.
because they won't be as competitive in taking cards.
Right.
Which then means that there will be this natural tendency for it to be that nail biter because then it's the, oh shit, yeah,
The
we kind of...
closer the match is,
Right.
the more likely it's going to last longer.
Exactly. And so the, oh yeah, we expected them to lose, that's fine, but now these are the matches that we really, care about, but now it's official, all 3 of you guys
Right,
need
but
to
what
win.
Well, what that means, though, is that your best players can actually be the least impactful in the game.
Right.
Because it's just the first, games to end that has one of them winning or losing 3. So what you could do
Right.
is you could be a bad player but specifically try to like,
Oh.
you know,
Yeah, I don't know how you'd stall for
Like,
time, but yeah, if
just-
you could.
well, just specifically just try and make like no faults,
Right.
play defensively, and basically, you would lose a lot
Right.
this way, but you would end up trying to just mess with the other person there because you can't stop the reading of the cards.
Right.
But your weakest player is the one that's actually the most important in this 5-player setup
Sure.
because they're the one that's losing your setup first.
Right.
Now, obviously, you can just get bad matchups in favor for your team.
Sure.
So you can get a win early. But yeah,
Yeah.
it is a fun thing where every single player matters in their own respective kind of way. And in this case here, yeah, Mizusawa is not ready for Fujisaki.
No.
It's
Not
a
even close.
blowout right now.
Yeah.
Taichi is losing badly.
Right.
Oh my god.
Even with how hard he's trying and how well he's doing, it's still just not enough.
He
And-
came back a little bit, but yeah, he's still down by 5.
And in the closest
Ridiculous.
match, that's the one that, quite frankly, even the coach is like, oh, maybe I did make a mistake putting her in. Like, well, okay, you know.
Yeah. The long-term thinking and benefit is still potentially there. But if she loses while the team wins, that could have a longer-term negative impact.
Yep.
But maybe what you could do is end up, going in the emotional storytelling route of, hey, you played against someone who's probably going to challenge the queen.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Way to go.
Way to go. Also, she seems to be doing really well under the pressure of all of this, in addition to having I almost said an industry, but an injury. So she's also kind of built different in that regard.
Yeah.
So you kind of have a rough go of it.
And
with
maybe
things right now.
maybe the coach could spin it, with the angle of, oh yes, she lost, but that's fine. We still won. I'm so confident in y'all's ability to thrash them that the fact that we lost one of the matches, that's okay. We gave some experience, some needed experience to the next year's team.
Well, yes, of course. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying that what we wanted out of this for Rion was basically to have a tournament that she was a winner in.
Right.
Technically, yes, she's going to win if Mizusawa loses here.
But
it's the thing of actually having a win here for herself is a lot for the personal confidence of a player. Because this is an example of something that Shinobu just doesn't really get. Partially because of the way that she was raised on Karuta.
Sure.
But the idea that if Karuta is going to grow, we need the commander format. We need the team environment here. We need the larger group scenarios and such like this. And Shinobu's whole life with Karuta has been warped by her skill to the point where she doesn't end up in environments where she has to watch all this suboptimal Karuta play.
Right.
Like really suboptimal.
It's to the point where, someone like Arata comes along and there's this almost like dependency, whether you're talking crush or just needing a friend that's like, oh, hey.
Oh, good. You're an actual good player.
Oh my God, I can actually talk about
you get it.
my life's vocation and obsession with somebody else. And,
Well, right, because they're going to value things the way that she does.
Right.
And when you're a really good player at a sport or a game or something like that, suboptimal play literally is sickening. It is actually sickening to watch.
it does hurt.
It literally causes you physical pain. Because even if you don't feel any disgust towards the person,
Sure.
it's the thing of where you're like, ugh.
It's not supposed to be like that.
Well, it's not just supposed to be like that, but it reminds you of yourself when you were bad.
Sure.
And you're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't deal with these problems anymore. I'm elsewhere. So this is giving me negative impact here.
Right. The worst social anxiety that I have is not actually when I think I've done something awkward in a conversation, but when I watch someone else do something awkward in a conversation, and then I'm just like, I remember when I did stuff like that. Oh no.
Yeah. God. I love that we're getting a lot out of this tournament here. This is starting to get, I would say, really slow though.
It is.
And this is something that I've been struggling with a lot of the last recent episodes this season, is they've been really making sure that it's very slow, but also there's just times where they're like, oh, they're this many cards ahead, and we are basically just skipping like 8 or 9 cards of actual play.
Right, which goes to show how slowly it's been moving, but also then it makes it harder to be invested in the stakes because you're not actually watching the full play-by-play.
We're not actually watching the play-by-play.
And in like the meta angle of like with what we know of Mizusawa's current skill level and Fujisaki's current skill level, like this almost feels like it'd be the thing of, spoilers for a potential other show. This team beat us that we were really hoping, to win against. And then just off screen, they get stomped by the other team, and it's just like, oh my God, what happened,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like Shinobu being in this match and having her thoughts about this, having her get a, why am I thinking of this right now moment. But I think that having the perspective of, oh, this is something that just makes her uncomfortable and just really just kind of rattles her like a lot. I want more conversations with her and Arata to like talk about this afterwards.
Yes.
And in some ways that's kind of where I'm at right now with this arc. I feel like I need more time post tournament than just going potentially straight into individuals tournament like directly afterwards.
I mean, hey, who knows?
So
if
hopefully we get that.
If Chihaya isn't able to participate because she injured her finger, then maybe that's a like a force that could be a forcing function for the show to then have a lot more of the just hangouts and conversations surrounding Karata and the whole experience. But
all right. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't have much to say. I feel like
me neither.
I feel like the main thing is like there's a lot of joy seeing Chihaya start to pick up on how to like read the flow and the poetry and the narrative of the cards here. But
yeah, this episode in particular was very slow. This kind of pacing I wouldn't mind if I was fully invested in this game,
Yeah, I just don't think they're doing a good job of showcasing the game.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're doing what they can within this game's style here, but most of the stuff that I get from like the value of it is the education of kind of cracking the meta, like them like learning how to get better at it. But after a certain point, it's just, oh, I'm over memorizing, and it's like, okay.
To go into maybe specifics, so the two biggest emotional through lines for me with this match don't have to do with Chihaya's match, which is where the majority of the time is spent. It's Taichi, but that's also the emotional investment and attachment that I've had to Taichi this whole time of like, he's struggling so hard. I want to see him get that W, and it would be really cool for it to happen here, right? Even though it seems unlikely. And then the other one is Shinobu and her experience of like, oh, watching this and how that's making her change. But that's then fundamentally disconnected to the actual play-by-play of the game.
Well, they're also not really showing that much of the actual play-by-play of the game, because then it would slow it down even more.
Right.
So it's just this thing of where I feel like I'm in like fatigue with regards to the team matches just kind of being the same after a certain point. And the individual like character stuff is good, but I'm not really as engaged in the game
like
matches itself.
When I think about the idea of what we've got,
I do want people to. I want them to win.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel the underdog scenario here, and I
like
Rion's stuff in the story here, and I like I love the competition aspect. It's more just to get it like, because I'm trying to parse this out so you guys understand, because I don't feel like as emotionally connected into the play-by-play stuff that is being shown, and then in some ways I'm just wishing they would find a way to display it better or more.
Right. I almost wonder if that's one of those elements where like the nature of Karta as a game is fundamentally, like, I don't know, harder to track with for longer periods because it's all of the stuff of like strategy of where the cards are and everything. That's like minutia, right? But it's basically just keep your mental game going and then just keep doing the same thing over and over again at that high level of competence, right?
Right. But all of that is nonverbal, has to be shown in the animation, and most, I don't know, I feel like in these lull moments where they're not really focused on, because then it slows it down even more. No, I'm just realizing more and more why it is a miracle that this show has 3 seasons. Yes. It is incredible that with what we've gotten thus far, because there's a lot of great animation, there's a lot of great directing and music and voice acting and all the things that would make the presentation side of this really good. You are really having to put your best foot forward in presenting a sport that is almost unpresentable in terms of actual entertainment.
Right. There, even just in concept, if you were to explain it to somebody, much less the fact that most people won't have heard of Karate, right? You know, or certainly if you go outside of Japan.
Not. Nobody's heard of Karate outside of Japan. Yeah.
Right. And then on top of that, the visuals of what you get from a game, how do you showcase the, you know, how awesome it is that this time when they went and hit the card, you know, like that it's different than all the other times. Right. And they have to do this potentially 50 times per game, and a tournament will have, you know, maybe 5, you know, sets of team games in a day, right? Like that's a lot.
Yeah, I feel the mental fatigue that the players are feeling.
Right.
And it is something where I was excited about the stuff that was coming in like the last couple episodes with the new reader.
Yep.
And
I feel
now
like
I'm feeling the disconnect by they're focusing on like too many things and not going in depth enough into any of them other than maybe Shinobu.
If we assume that there's one more episode for this match,
that's an assumption.
Like that's totally an assumption, not guaranteed.
I would give it like an 80% chance. Yeah.
Sure, but even if that is the case, when I think about the idea of theoretically removing one of those episodes and instead having it be like the, all right, they're all hanging out afterwards. They're about to go to sleep to get ready for the individuals tournament, and you know, like that kind of a thing. Oh man, like I'd be there for it. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, we're adapting a manga, and so we have to go with what the manga is giving us. And in some ways, that's probably what I would like more. This feels like it's a much better manga experience.
Oh, probably. Sure, because then it just goes faster.
Well, you read at your own pace. But no, I think this is a wonderful anime. I'm just realizing that I'm feeling tournament fatigue.
Sure.
Now.
Yeah.
And it's not really because of how this episode was bad. It's that I am feeling like this is a lot of tournament for a lot of episodes. Like I would love to have some time with the characters just to breathe again and talk to each other.
And
I can,
But if Taichi and Nishida can get their wins, awesome. But I also do want Mizusawa to lose.
I want Mizusawa to lose, yeah.
You know, because I feel like even getting 2 wins would be, I think, optimistic. You know, like that's very lucky on their part.
Very lucky, yeah.
Given that they're spending all this time with Chihaya, I feel like Chihaya is probably going to be where the win is, or maybe it's a close loss. But like, I can't predict. The 2 people that I want to win the most are Taichi and Nishida because they've both had rough times recently. You know?
I want all 3 of them to win, but I couldn't tell you in any kind of predictive world line, like, which of the 3 is the most likely to win based on what they've shown thus far. Yeah. I think if anything, it's Taichi loses again.
Because he was up against their actual best player.
Right.
And also
Nishida
more Taichi suffering.
Wins, and he's the only one to win.
Yeah.
And then Chihaya loses by 1. That's my prediction. If I'm going to predict anything, that's my prediction. I feel like it's less likely, and thus it'd be more cool if I was actually right.
Yeah.
Because I don't want things to come down to one match.
I think
the Fujisaki is so strong.
Yeah, it's like stat checked. Your numbers aren't good enough.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah. Get checked at the door. Go to the singles tournament and have some fun there.
Yep.
This is our domain.
Right. Come back next year.
Yeah, come back.
When
next
a
year.
lot when
When
you
you
won't-
all graduated.
when
and
you will
everything.
only need to see Rion. Like everyone else will be gone.
Right. But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.